Welcome to Whachacha's Tabletop World, the channel devoted to the love of board gaming. My name is Sweetness Whachacha, and today I'm joined with
his wife, Jill.
Yeah, and we're going to be playing Word Traveler. Not World Traveler, but Word Traveler. A cooperative game. Let's see how we do. Okay, so here's our playthrough. I think the preamble is going to be longer than the playthrough. This seems to be a very, very quick game. It says 30 to 45 minutes. I think that's probably the maximum player count with the slowest players imaginable. But much like the movies, a little bit of chit-chat before we get rolling here. This is a game about traveling, and so I thought that it'd be kind of fun to play with you. We're actually going to be playing 3 games today. We'll put them up, upload them separately so you can watch them. A few party-ish style games. I guess this is kind of a party-ish kind of a game. Cooperative party game. Very simple. This is not a tutorial. I should have a review and a how to play kind of deal on overview, rather, on the channel. So either they're here or the links are below. So we're playing on the London board. It does come with a few different ones. We've got London, we've got Tokyo, and we've got New York City and Paris. Now, all, well, mostly locations that are near and dear to us. We got married in Paris, and London was our one-day honeymoon, and we actually went there recently for a 5-day trip.
Yeah, for our 10-year anniversary.
Was that what it was for? I thought it was just for. You've been to London a number of times, though.
I have.
Like, probably what, 10 times?
Maybe. I used to go to a trade show there, and I just really like it.
Yeah. Well, we also have these little booklets, which are pretty cool. They say right on this game guide is not needed to play Word Traveler, but they do tell you a little bit about all of this locations on the map, which is pretty neat, actually. Kind of a cool thing. And the last 2 locations here are New York City, which I'm from New York, about an hour and a half north of New York City. So that's kind of my home, my far away home. And Tokyo, which my brother has recently gone to during an earthquake. They had a big earthquake there, very scary. And they saw monkeys, 2 different kinds of monkeys in 2 totally different locations. I wouldn't have thought, Tokyo, monkeys.
Well, that just shows how much we know about Tokyo.
Okay, so let's take a little look here. We're going to do a couple things here. Number one, the game does come with these little standees for the foot tokens. We're not going to use them just so you can more easily see. The passports, which are pretty cute, they have your player aid in here, and we would put this scoring card in here, but we're not going to do that. We're going to place them just to the right. That way, you can decide who you're going to play with. If you want to play along with Jill or I, take on one of our roles, you can do so to really understand the game a little better, or choose not to look at them, whatever you want to do. And then lastly, we're not going to use the sand timer, which is nice that they include it, but we don't want to have to look at the time. I'm never going to need all the time there. The timer is set, I did do a little check. It's set at 5 minutes and 2 seconds, actually. There's actually Jeff Engelstein, who I really admire greatly. He has a whole thing about the variance with the sand timers and things, which is pretty interesting. It'd be kind of interesting to see if you time yours to see where it falls, because they can have some variance, but it is. I'm just gonna do a timer on my phone for 5 minutes. Yeah, so those are the quick little things here. And yeah, this is going to be, this is a little similar, this to Codenames. I don't remember. I have a little sheet that I use for Codenames to make it easier to see where the words are and stuff. But this one, I was like, oh man, it's got this thing, but I didn't find it too difficult to play.
It's pretty easy.
Pretty easy. Okay, so what we're going to do is, so you pick a card, you'll take one, all right, and then I'll just take one here. And we're not going to examine that, we're just going to place it with the north up, and then we'll move this out of the way. Okay, it's going to be played over 2 rounds. As I say, it's not a tutorial, but we're going to start with day 1. And actually, interestingly, the theme of this game is the concept of hey, I don't speak the language, so you have to kind of understand, right? But London, English speaking, Paris, not English speaking, New York City, mostly English speaking, and Tokyo, which is not English speaking. So a little bit weird, since we don't really.
Well, there's a lot of different people in New York City, though. So.
That's true. Well, in all the cities.
And normally we would put this into our passport.
Yes, that's what I was saying, but we're going to place it here. It's cute though. You like that little passport?
Obviously.
So I didn't even ask you about color choice, but it had my purple, but I've given you the red. Would you have picked that out of blue, green, yellow, and red?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I did pretty good there.
Good
I
job.
saw the black pigeon and I thought, oh, there's got to be a black one, but he's just the little scorekeeper. Interestingly, in the game, the pigeon is he's supposed to be, because they're everywhere. Pigeons are
They
everywhere.
are everywhere.
They're ubiquitous.
There's even one on top of the lions.
Yeah, they're all over the place. We even had pigeons here in town. Okay, anything you want to say before we get started? I've been real about have not given you a moment to speak at all.
Let's get back to London. I can't wait.
What's your favorite location in London? Where's your favorite place to go in London? Well, favorite number one London spot of all.
Oh.
These are the hard-hitting questions you get
They are.
when playing a party game.
Just because we stayed at the theater district last time, that's like my current favorite. But I love London. So, anything else? We had high tea at London, which was very
You didn't
cool
answer
and
you didn't give me a
touristy.
number one spot though.
I said my number one spot is the theater district.
Oh, it is the theater. Okay, just the whole
Currently.
district.
Yeah.
Sounds like a large spot.
So,
But you said high tea, yeah, high tea. Which never really had I heard of high tea until about 5 years ago, and now we've done high tea a whole bunch of times. And it's kind of the daytime now, and a little daylight outside, and no tea. We're neither of us having tea because it's like daylight, and I've already had my tea, and you've had your coffee for the day. So a little bit lame. I don't want to shuffling
That is
these.
pretty
It's really
lame.
sort of useless. Okay, well, shall we? We're gonna start the timer, and then we're gonna look at our cards, and we're gonna look at our thing here, and we're gonna get to playing. Ready?
Mm-hmm.
Day one commence, sort of. Oh, this is like, I should also say, this is sort of like Sky Team, where like this is like 5 minutes of just silence, which doesn't make for great filming, but c'est la vie. Here we go.
You didn't say that the cards have
2 sides, yeah.
2 sides.
Yeah, because it's
Did
not.
you? I don't know.
Well, no, I didn't, because it's not really an overview. That's sort of for later. Okay, so. And you guys can play along. The black side, as you mentioned, has the, knot, and the white side is, which is a cool little mechanism. Well, this is considerably longer than most of the other turns we've taken in this game. Riveting. That's only it's 3 minutes. That's a lot longer than we had before. It's very interesting. Where would you pick if you were to travel? Tokyo is a long ways away in terms of flight when you're a little taller, which I'm not super tall. I'm 6 foot. So, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Let's make a little chit chat to get us through.
I was trying.
Okay. Would you care to, you want to guess first, or you want to be the guesser first? That was 2.5 minutes. Not too bad.
Honey
Or
can guess
3.5.
first.
Okay, I'll guess first. Okay, so we're going to take our little footprints. This kind of makes me think of like a mystery, like dun, 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 dun. Okay, so we've got number in first place, and I can also see what you haven't used, which is good.
Oh, yes.
That's just important. Okay, so first stop, expensive and not playful. Okay, that's not expensive. I have no idea what this is. It looks like some sort of, it looks like a rocket, but it also looks like some sort of bauble. But we got that little guide that we could look in and figure out exactly what it is, which is kind of neat. That's kind of a cool little thing. Okay, I'm not quite sure what that thing is, but it's not expensive and not playful. Well, both of those are expensive and not playful. Let's see, not animated, not squishy, not bumpy, and not erratic. Okay, so let's see. For the time being, we're going to place this here. Because it does seem like this is much more maybe playful, like you could climb around in there, run around looking for the crown jewels in the Tower of London. Is that what that is? Is that what the things are? Okay, now we're going to go south to, oh, you're supposed to say the whole thing. Oh, go ahead and do your thing first.
What am I supposed to say?
You're supposed to be like, remember that's what we forgot to do before, and I relifted the rules. I was like, oh yeah, you're supposed to be like, first I'll be heading east, and I'll be doing something expensive and not playful. So you're supposed to tell me what you're doing. That's part of the theme of this game.
Well, first I'll be heading east, and I'll be doing something very expensive, but not very playful. So I can't say much more than is what's on these cards.
Well, yeah, you just say that. Yeah. This is unnecessary. Okay. You don't need this part, obviously. So.
And then I'll go to the south. Well, I'll visit this grand, epic thing that, you can visit in London. And then I'll be going to the west, and I'll see an active item thing that's dirty.
Okay.
That seems silly.
It is a little silly.
It's a little silly. It's hard to not give more information.
Yeah. So maybe if you were playing on the ranked Olympic version of this, you couldn't actually do that. That's part of it. Okay. There's no ranked. Okay. So this is my thinking number one, grand and epic. That's pretty grand and epic. If I was here, that's pretty grand and epic too. So 2 could be, I think, either of those, and then we would go west to dirty and active. Dirty and active. Oh, that's the subway. Although you might say it's bumpy, although that could have been bumpy. Okay, this is pretty. That's pretty dirty and active too, though. The Tube, mind the gap. The Tube and this is dirty, and I think this is probably the dirty and active one, because bumpy you probably would have used for the Tube. Okay, I think that's where we're gonna dirty and active. Yeah, that seems to be the best slot for that. Now the other thing is, this is not playful. It's playful. This one's more playful than this, I think. So I'm going to go with that, which means I'd be locked into this one. All right, let's. It could be here and here. Oh wait, but this is not right because this is going. Sorry, what? Okay, so it's not this either of these two things. Dirty and active. So this is actual dirt. This, I'm not sure where that place is. I'm not sure what that is, actually. Interesting one. Dirty and active. This is pretty dirty. This is very Could be this one, could be this one, could be this one. This one I think you would put bumpy, so let's take that out. This is no, so it's one of these two. This is very active. Of course, the park is active too. Not animated, this could be animated maybe because of the water. Squishy, you would have put squishy maybe. All right, let's try this. All right, show me 1, 2, 3. How about this first? Which one was it here?
Yes.
Okay, so that means that those two are both wrong. Or no, maybe not. Then that means this is 2.
Yes.
Okay, and then this is 3.
Yes.
Okay, so
you got one right.
You got one right.
1 point.
Okay, so 1 point.
And it's not a star.
Okay. So we're gonna end you here. All right. So, I mean, you could see that maybe a little more help. I'm not sure what you would have put, but those two, whatever. Okay. So, on my trip to London, on my first day, I'm pretty excited. The first thing I'm going to do is going to go north, dizzyingly north. Then I'm going to go west, which for a polished, not light, nimble location. And then third, I'm going to go back to the east, and I'm going to go to a place that's not ancient, not plastic, not adventurous, and not cool. Why would you pick a place like this? Okay, and these are the cards I didn't use. These are a lot of cards.
Okay.
This card crazy.
I'm going to go north to something that's dizzying, which would clearly make me think of the balloon. Because, you know, that's my first idea. I can't see any other clues he might use for the fox or the, what is it, taters and, what are they?
What's taters, precious?
Taters and mashed.
Potatoes.
Anyway, okay. Second, so if I'm going to go to the west now, polished, not light, nimble. Polished, not light, nimble. Well, let's see. Okay. Now this, I don't know what it is either. Do you? Oh, can't ask him. Anyway, that's not light.
I am forbidden to speak.
That guy's a lot lighter than him. Nimble? He's probably nimbler than that. Polished? Well, you know that London loves their double-decker buses. Pretty polished. He's probably not polished. That's my guess. So I'm going to go to the double-decker. And third, I'm going to go backtrack. Is that correct? Yes. To the east. I don't know why I set this up this way. A lot of extra walking.
Oh, boy.
What happened? You did it wrong?
Go ahead, just go ahead.
Okay, so
I forgot to move my. I didn't set this. What do you think? What do the judges say? I forgot to move this. I'm gonna do this. Sorry.
okay.
Sorry, I forgot to set that.
Okay, well that
You can ding us. You can say that's cheating, but I'm not gonna sit here watching you go through all of these, knowing I just forgot to move that in the first place.
That's probably good because then I only have one choice, so I'm gonna go here.
What did I do?
I don't know.
Oh, I really screwed up now. All right, well, we've lost this point. So, yeah, that's right. Okay, so I never adjusted this, which is a mistake.
Copy
I made a
that.
mistake. Okay, so I should have gone south with it.
Okay.
So just for the fun, I made an error. I should have paid attention to that. This is always what happens when I'm like, do the game, do the filming. So I made a little mistake there. But that's okay. What would you have picked if you did this? Just for curious. Just since you only got like 3.
So it would have been these.
Mm-hmm.
Not cool, not adventurous, not plastic, not ancient. Not cool, not adventurous, not plastic.
While you think of that, I'm going to say this was correct, which was 1 point. This is correct, which is 2 points. So 1, 1, 2. We have a souvenir. We've got a little coffee cup.
Yeah, but you know what it says? It says, I think about you. Shouldn't it say, I love travel?
Mm-hmm. I don't know. Okay, the other thing is, by the way, since this is a stadium, you can see this now?
Oh, it's a stadium.
Yeah, that's why I put light instead of, so you wouldn't, or I put not light, but then I put nimble so that it would be not a, okay. So I end here, but you can pick just for fun what I have for this.
Not plastic,
made a mistake.
Well, would you have chosen that guy?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so I put not ancient, so you could take these two out. Not plastic, so you might decide to take that out. And then not adventurous and not cool. I figure he's much a dog in a. I mean, this is.
It's very cool.
Yeah, I mean, like if you saw a dog in a crown, you'd be like, "That's the coolest dog I've ever seen in my life."
We did see a
I knew
kitty
you were gonna miss that in London. Yeah.
with a collar. It was like one of those ruffled collars for the.
Unbelievable.
He was in the
It's the fanciest
what's
cat
it?
I've ever seen.
He
in my
was
life.
fancy. He was in the like judicial district of London. That was adorable.
Okay, so I made a pretty big error,
He did.
but I got a few more points than you did. Still, even though I didn't put that,
Well,
that would have been enough.
Yeah, it's because I'm a great
It's not a competition.
whatever giver.
Although I'm just kidding you. Let's deal out ourselves. So we get our 4th and 5th. Flip your card over without looking at it.
This?
Yeah,
Oh,
your
okay.
travel, whatever you call it. What do you call it? There's probably a name
My
for it.
itinerary.
Some poor person was like, I was excited about making the name for that, and then we don't think of it. As gamers, they do that all the time. They'll give things like a clever name. They're like, that'll be your whatever, and then
And
we don't care.
even care.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 19, 20. Oops. These are really sticking together for some reason. Count those again because I probably made an error. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. I get. It is interesting if you miss the one of the the earlier clues, you'll never get the rest of them, which is kind of an interesting thing. All right, this time I got to remember to move all my arrows properly. Okay, here we go for day 2. Let's do it.
Lord.
All right. So remember, you got to look. You're in a different place now.
I see that now.
Okay. Well, let me put your cards. Oh yeah, you did all right. You did a good job. I'm gonna try to put mine so the people can see it. Okay. So. Let's do that. Boy, this one's a little challenging. but really, if you get a good mix of words, you are in good shape.
I am done. I tried to do the best I can with what you have. And just go over things.
Boy, I'm gonna screw us up here.
This makes me think of a movie we watched
All right,
recently.
that's it. Wow, that's so
5
funny.
minutes?
That was 5 minutes. Like, well, it was like 2 seconds left, but I just,
Would have had 4 if we used that.
yeah. What do you use? What?
That would have had 4 seconds more.
That's true. Okay, all right. I think you went first last time, right? Like, so.
You chose. You
I
did.
chose, yeah.
So I will go first.
Okay, so
Do
I'll.
that now?
So I'll read my thing.
Mm-hmm.
First, I went east to opposing and not fun. Then I went south to not hollow and regal. Then I went west, reliable and rough. Then I went south to not sharp, not punk. Then I went east to strong.
Okay.
Oh, you'll need the dun 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 dun
5 of
dun. There is a well, we'll see how you do first. But there was an interesting curse when you knock a game out of the park, and then you're like, okay, time to film, and then you're like, wah
Not
wah
knocking it out of-
wah
okay.
wah.
So we're going east, imposing, not fun. That's fun. That could be fun. That can be fun. That can be fun. That's probably not fun. That can be fun. Imposing, not fun. That's my first one. Now, south, not hollow and regal. South, not hollow and regal. Well, now, okay, my first thought would be the globe, but, I mean, it's round, it's not hollow necessarily, is it? That's hollow in the middle, so this is a guess right now, but I'm going to see where else I have to go. I have to go this way, and back. So if I go down here, I can't go south again. If I go here, I don't think French fries are not hollow and regal. What do they call them? Fish and chips. That's fish and chips. Oh, man. Not hollow. Well, whatever that is that we still haven't figured out. I don't know for sure, so I'm going to try to go to the next ones. So left, reliable, and rough. Rough goes here, reliable and rough goes here. Could reliable and rough be rough for the dog? Just kidding. You can laugh at my jokes.
Well, I don't want to give anything away because that could be pretty clever or it could be completely wrong. It is like agonizing to sit there and like watch somebody make either the right choice or the wrong choice and like or change their mind or what, you know, like you're like, ah.
Reliable and rough.
I did say the game would be like 10 minutes and then it's like now we're really cranking into the time, which is fine. But it's just funny because like this game seems to vary. You're either like going.
And then not sharp, not punk. construction guy is clearly strong. Look at that bod. Okay, anyway. This is hard. I'm still stuck with that. Not hollow regal. It's the most regal thing, I think, out of these. 3, I would go reliable and rough. Well, that's reliable and rough. These guys are reliable and rough. Is that Baker Street? What's Baker Street? Oh, it's 221. What is 10? I don't think it's 10 Rillington Place.
That's probably not 10 Rillington Place. What is that?
Not sharp, not punk.
10 Downing Street, British Prime Ministers. We saw that.
Oops.
We saw that.
Sorry.
We didn't even remember where that was.
Not Tony. I don't remember.
What was the name of the cat? There's like an official cat that lives there.
I can't remember his name.
And he's been there they've gone through like a million prime ministers in the past number of years. They've a crazy amount. And but this cat has survived them all. Ippy, you would like the kitty.
If I put that here, and south, not sharp, not punk. Probably that guy's not sharp or punk. And then strong. A handsome cab is strong. My other choices would be reliable, rough, the London Eye. Not sharp, not punk. That guy is sharp, but he's not punk. I think. I just am sticking with my whatever's here, I guess.
Alright, so this is correct. That gives us a...
Is it a star?
2 points. We get another souvenir. We get these keys.
I got the crown jewels.
Is that?
No.
Oh,
it's
they're
just
just
like a key ring.
Interesting. Well, it's a souvenir. Oh, it's like you get the little thing with the trinkets that you keep adding to it every time you travel or whatever. Pandora. Oh, it's Pandora's Box. Okay.
No.
Okay, so this opera house is hollow inside.
Globe Theater.
The Globe Theater is hollow inside, and it's also circular, which makes you think like it's a hole inside. So I thought by putting not hollow, this is hollow, and this is hollow. But these 3 things are regal, since this is some sort of like...
And we still don't know. Can you figure out what that is?
Yeah, so I just thought like that, the way, because this is hollow. The building is hollow, right? Like it's
the Globe Theater.
The Globe Theater is hollow.
Oops.
So that's... Oh, this is a building. That's the
I figured
Gherkin.
it was. What is it?
The Gherkin. I
What's
thought
a
it was
Gherkin?
like it's like a building where you can dine on the 39th floor. It says. So I thought this was like a little thing. So here I'm all annoyed that you put that. Not really annoyed, but like I'm like, oh, okay. So then these are all of course wrong.
So you thought this might be, but do I incidentally get any incidental points?
That's a great thing. So this is what we needed. This is not. Let's see, 1, 2, over 1. 1, 2, over 1. Oh, incidentally, we do score a point for this.
Yeah.
Hooray! And
Wait,
then...
I want to see what you had.
So
you had...
So if this was correct...
to the London Teapot?
Well, you got to give us in at 1 point. Okay. So...
Not hollow.
So if this was the second one, where would you go after that?
Reliable and rough?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I had already said I might go here because they're reliable and that has to be a rough job. But I think I saw you point to this.
No, that's just a kettle. Okay. I don't think you can score.
Oh, this is not reliable anymore.
Yeah. I thought this was real. I just thought like bumpy ride, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just
you
quickly
said this.
Yeah, I quickly like was
trying to say not reliable because.
You think? Okay. Well, and then this.
Haven't you seen any movies that we've watched back in the day when they used?
And then I just saw not sharp, not punk, because this could be kind of punk, and this has a sharp beak, so I just tried to get that, and then this was just strong. That was my try to pick up a few more points. Okay, so far not doing great, right? Mm-hmm. All right, hopefully you'll do a little bit better. Why don't you give us your rundown here, and we'll close this sucker up.
Okay, first I'm going to the south to do something sassy and joyful. And then I'm going to go to the east to do something that could be salty and not rustic. And I'm going to go north, and I'm going to do something or see something not refreshing, not ordinary and striking. And then I'm going to go north again, and hopefully not be too slippery. And then I'm going to go...
You're slippery.
You know.
Not slippery.
Slippery.
It's not slippery. It's not slippery.
And then I'm going to go west again and be innovative and not fragile.
All right, let's start rolling them out here. Okay, so sassy and joyful. Well, this guy's probably sassy, but I mean, I don't know why you put that. So this has got to be it, right? You used all your cards?
I did.
Okay. So that's my first. I mean, sassy. Is this guy sassy? I don't think he's joyful, so we're going to do that. All right, then we're going to go east, not rustic and salty. I mean, that is rustic, and it is salty, but this cannot be salty. So, I mean, I guess it's white. It has white in it. Is that maybe not rustic? I mean, my guess is going to be this is salty because it's salty garbage. I don't know. All right, then we're going to go not refreshing, not ordinary, and striking. Not refreshing and not ordinary. Okay. These are not ordinary. Not refreshing, so not this. Striking. Well, this is pretty striking. These three are all striking. This is refreshing, I guess, because you're kept from the sun or whatever. Striking. I think these two. Not ordinary. That's ordinary. That's probably ordinary. This is ordinary, so it's one of these two. So I'm going to put my 3 here. And then we're going to go north again to slippery. So this is raining, so that's probably slippery. That's 4. If it wasn't slippery, okay. And then we've got innovative and not fragile. Well, the other thing is slippery. This definitely seems like slippery to me because it's rain. Although this could be, this is like, if this is here, that seems pretty, oh, we go back for, oh, well, that's why back for not. Okay, so I think not refreshing, not ordinary, striking. I don't know what the not refreshing, oh, because maybe this is outside and wind and the sun is refreshing maybe. Then that's slippery, and then we're going to go to innovative and not fragile. Innovative and not fragile. Okay, I guess a dog is fragile, pipe is fragile, this is probably fragile. Is that innovative? The train system is pretty innovative. All right, I'm just going to stop there. Let's see. How do we do?
That is 2 points.
Hooray! We got something else.
We got an I Heart Travel hat. At least that one,
to travel.
you know, says something like travel.
Okay.
And then you got number 2, not rustic. Oh wait, no, which one?
Not rustic and salty.
That was 2 points. That was, I needed to take that off. Sorry. Yeah, I guess I should have said rustic, but I mean, I thought rustic was like, I thought it is.
Rough and like wood and stuff.
Well,
so.
I thought it was, yeah, more to do with like the look of something, not like a little kitty cat and trash can. So you get another point.
Okay. But compared to those two, but whatever it is.
Okay. You get a yummy chocolate bar.
Delicious.
Mm-hmm. Which is something that we do for our friends.
Wow, we're doing a lot better than I thought we were going to do, because I really flubbed that. And I talk some trash too. I'm like, look at me getting those 3 points, and then I'm like,
downhill.
Yeah. Okay.
And then this is correct.
There's a lesson in there, I think, maybe.
Not refreshing, because I figure it's kind of stale going.
And it's not outside in the like.
Not ordinary. Well, you don't see many like crown jewels.
Okay. How many points is that one?
Striking 1 point.
Yeah.
And then up here is not a point, but it got you to where I wanted to go. Slippery. I thought that was perfect.
Oh, that was good.
And then innovative and not fragile, as we know, Europe and their train systems are,
Very innovative, yeah.
yes, and very well run. So.
And that was a point.
Yes.
So that's 11,
What'd we get?
12.
We got a postcard because we're gonna send postcards, obviously.
So, interestingly, let's see how we scored. Firstly, how many did we get?
We got 12 points.
No, we got 5 things. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 things.
We're an expert explorer.
Obviously.
But we're not a world traveler. The last game we were like rocking it, and this game we did a little less. So it is interesting because like if you get the cards you need, like any of these games, if you get the cards you need, you can really do quite well.
Mm-hmm.
However, the rub of this one is like one wrong move, which again I thought this was some sort of like Fabergé egg type thing, right? If we had looked at that prior, we would have known. But the other thing is the allure of just, I always immediately go to like the 2-pointer. And then I was like, well, maybe I should try to just rope a couple of those. But if you get off track on one of them,
yeah.
and it's, you know, like you get you 1 row over or whatever, that's it. Unless you have a strong clue in the next column, you know, and somebody's like, well, that's perfect for this. So this is very interesting, and this definitely swings. Like we did quite well, obviously. I think he really brought us home on the second day. I really flubbed the second day. Again, because this was an earlier clue. Well, no, I think it's like interesting that like maybe go with more like easier clues in the first couple, and then you start getting a little crazier, which is kind of what I did here anyway. But if you can't ever get to that point, you can't ever get to that point. Very interesting though. Again, we played it just off camera beforehand just to familiarize ourselves with it, and I felt like this is like so incredibly easy. Like a minute, I'm like, tick, 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 let's go. And then this game, I'm like, I changed my mind quite a bit on the second day as well because it was, because I thought like maybe I should go a different direction because like the clues were not working out as well. Interesting. Like, because on my card, look, there's a couple of doubled up spots, probably for you as well. No. I had a bunch of double up spots.
Yeah,
so those,
because of the star.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But it could have been a little better to do that, and maybe I should have stopped. Oh, I did, and then I thought of stopping here because that was a point and 2 points, but I didn't really have a great one for, you know. It's very interesting. Actually, a very clever game. Quite like that. That was a little fun. What do you think?
I love it.
Yeah? Yeah, because it's travel related.
Well, yeah.
You really get sold on the themes.
London. It's so fun to think about these little places and stuff too.
Okay. Well, maybe we'll. What's the next one you want? What would you want to play? Would you want to do Paris, New York City, or Tokyo?
We could do Tokyo because we haven't been there.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It would be kind of good. Yeah, because we did know these, like the tube, this mysterious thing to us. We had no idea. It is weird, doesn't it? It looks like a Fabergé egg, doesn't it? But there is there's no 221 Baker Street, but there is.
Like, this looks like Austin Powers. That's why I said, like, sassy and joyful.
Yeah, that's just because Austin Powers has, like, the Union Jack on his...
I know, but that's why I said sassy and
Oh, is that
joyful.
why? Yeah, I didn't get that at all.
Because you're riding in that thing. You'd be like, yeah, this is awesome.
Okay, well, we're going to try a different little party game so you can see it on the channel if you'd like, if you want to see some more of this. But thanks for joining us. See ya. What's my catchphrase? Yeah. Gotta roll.